Hello, everybody. Welcome to the LTA show. We're back again. We're going to be doing another show and tell episode. This time, I'm going to be talking about running. And so, to give some context, started running in middle school, which is like 7th grade is when I started. 7th grade, I joined cross country for my middle school, and all the way through 8th grade, and then I stopped at 9th grade for a brief year, and then went into high school for cross country and as well as track and field, and then continued on through college. And so I'm going to give some experience on what it was like in a team, and I'm still currently running, so what it's like after transitioning from competing in competitive running races. So there's a little bit of background. I'd say that's like 7th, 8th, 10th, 11th, 12th, college, first year, second year, third year. So I'd say it's about 10 years now of running, and I wanted to give some advice and some tips and just my experience. So yeah, let's start with middle school. Middle school, like I said, 7th grade, started getting into running. I was the slowest kid. I remember first day of practice. I was interested because my friend told me to join. And so I remember doing a run. It was a long run. Didn't really know anybody. And we were running out of the school, running into the neighborhood, and then coming back. And I remember I was with, I think, a group, or at least with somebody in the beginning, and then towards the end I was all by myself. And I remember during that time, it was like since I was slow, like I just tried to keep my own pace, but didn't really know too much about running, so I just tried to keep moving. And I was pretty unmotivated during that first day, but I remember specifically there was an older, because to give more context, I was in a kindergarten through high school where that's K through 12, and there was I believe senior, or basically someone in the high school was running with me because they noticed that I was running by myself, and she was talking to me and trying to get to know me, and really just being really friendly to me. And she kept running with me from where we were supposed to head, and then coming back to school. And I remember, soon we caught up to other people, and then I started talking to them a little bit. And I remember, like, that first day, I wasn't motivated, and I immediately didn't want to continue. But because of that small interaction, she kept me motivated to keep running. And I just felt great. I was like, I feel like I'm part of a team. And so then that day forward, I just kept practicing, kept going to practice, training with everybody. And it was really cool to see, like, I was still struggling in the workouts. I was still the slowest one, but I eventually, as I kept practicing, I slowly got into a rhythm. I got my speed, or at least some endurance, and at least kept up with the workouts. And had a couple races in middle school, and it was pretty cool. I mean, definitely a different race than I would expect from other states, because I was out of the country actually, and our course was like it was around the school, but like you also went into like this little jungle part, and it was muddy. It was really bad. Some stories there, maybe I'll talk about later, but this is just my running experience. And then 9th grade, stopped for a year, and then came back to the US, and then continued running because, again, my friends told me that they're into running and they want me to try to join them. So that's what I did. And a little hesitant at first because I didn't really know anybody except my one friend. But then the coach was super friendly, tried to get to know me, and he was like a different coach. I'd say different than other cross country coaches because he would actually run with us. And that was, at first I thought it was normal, but then I realized like he was very friendly, and most coaches wouldn't really run with you. So it was really surprising. And he had a great attitude, and that also kept me motivated to stay in high school for cross country and track and field. And then just kept running, and then I transitioned to community college. And community college, I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue running, but again, I had somebody in an upper division that is going to the same school as I was, and is part of the cross country team. So I started joining them, and then kept running, and then got more motivated. And with running, like, it was really interesting. Like, I was still like the slowest, or at least I'd say, yeah, I was the slowest going into middle school team, high school team, as well as college, and all through those years. But I still kept going because I was just was motivated by the team, or at least my friends. Their friendly environment is what it was that kind of drew me into running, and that positive culture. And so I continued running, and college definitely got a little better. Definitely changed a little bit of eating habits, hydrated more, learned more about diet, or at least what you're eating, as well as how to properly fuel yourself for races or for runs, the type of shoes you should be wearing, as well as there's people are going to give me some of the people that were in the college team with me. We had an ongoing joke with the bricks thing. That's because my shoes. So now I know about my shoes, what to be more mindful of. A little insider joke there. And then as well as hydration, your sleep, as well as managing the busy schedule in your life. So it could be work, school, and on top of that, sports. Everybody's trying to maintain that. But yeah, I just remember, like, I saw slow progression, and with running, like, I just kept going, not because I wanted to. At first I was determined to be the fastest, but then I realized that's not really what kind of motivated me. What motivated me was like the team kind of just working together and just running together, bonding. And then, yeah, I mean, kept that culture all the way through college. And then out of college, I'm still running here and there. I've done some 5Ks, done some half marathons, and now training for a full marathon, which I'll give my experience once that's done. That's going to be next month. I'll be talking about that. But anyway, so I'm still running outside of the sports teams in high school, college, all that. And I'd say running's still pretty nice. Like, you don't have to be in a team to be running. You can run anytime, really. And that's the same with any sport. It's just like, are you motivated, or do you still have that fire or passion or enjoyment when you're doing that sport? And, I'd say if it weren't for those people that got me encouraging me to continue running, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I'd just like to give a little shout out to my teammates and my coaches and my friends, because they kind of all helped me become the runner that I am now, and still enjoying it. And I'm still learning a lot of new things. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the ultra marathon or the 100-mile races. For now, I'm just going to try this marathon, see where I'm at, see if I enjoy it, and then we'll kind of go from there. But other than that, I still plan on continuing just running, even if it's just 2 or 3 times a week, because it just feels great. It's nice little exercise for me, and it's a nice, just reminding myself of where I started, and just continuing on. And maybe someday, maybe I'll train a team. Maybe I'll be a coach. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll join a running community. But for now, I'm just going to keep it doing what I enjoy doing. And yeah, that's just my little quick rant of running. That's my little story. of running, background. Anyway, whatever it is, I'm sidetracked. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.